So there are some popular study techniques that are out there that I'm just sincerely glad that I actually never followed them. Because if I followed them, I'll probably be more stressed, more anxious, less productive, and I won't even have anybody to help me out with it. So today I'm not going to be talking about the popular school tips or study hacks that I'm sincerely glad that I never followed, backed up by why you shouldn't follow them, my experiences with them, and alternatives, and some of them are even backed up by science. And I'm very sure they don't work because I have also seen them not work in other people's lives, and I'm going to be showing you the kind of alternative that I took to have better results day in and day out. On number 12, we have the I will study it later mantra. So the only reason why I feel you should tell yourself, oh, I will study later, is if the teacher actually comes to class and just chooses on his own and he will actually not teach effectively. But if your teacher is out there giving his best and doing the best he can teach you, believe me, what you should be doing is actually paying attention. Because when you actually listen in class, you tend to actually retain the information better and actually actively practice listening. Because like I've said before, passively learning is not your best shot at remembering everything inside the exam hall. Active learning is the best thing that you can actually do for yourself. And I cannot count the amount of times that listening in class has actually saved me. In this past exam, actually, funny enough, there was a particular question that was actually done in class that I did not even read when I was preparing for the exam. But because I solved it in class when they were actually solving it, so I could easily recall it and write it down. But now, let's say now you did not listen in class. You have to now study it later by yourself, teach yourself, and in case you even have questions, you won't even be able to ask anybody. And that leads me on to the second point, which has actually killed a lot of people, and therefore it has reduced their efficiency. If in school you know that you're not doing well, you're having bad grades, please don't hide it. Don't hide bad grades. Like now, there was a time in school. Now there was a time. This last semester that just passed now, I didn't do very well in my GST, and I didn't like it because I'm a B kind of student. Only for me to be seeing C in my GST. I went to ask people that I know that, oh, these people actually got A. What did you do? What did you read? How should I read it in a way that will actually produce results? And then last, I also trusted God, to help me to actually do it effectively. Nothing you're going to gain from actually hiding it, because you don't know if the people that you can actually tell might actually help you. Okay, I have trust issues. But you don't actually have to tell them that, okay, I have a bad grade, but going to people that you know that can actually help you instead of just staying in obscurity is going to be one of your biggest parts that you're going to play that is going to help you a lot. And now here comes the number one technique that they say that will help you from your bad grades, but I'm 100% sure it's absolutely not going to help most people at all. The Pomodoro technique. This has to be the biggest lie that they've told society in all sincerity. Let me say why I'm against Pomodoro technique. Because they say that you should study for 20 minutes, then you take a 5-minute break. Let's say that, okay, for some people it actually works. But my problem with it is that most people that I've seen that actually do Pomodoro, they will not do 20 minutes reading, then they'll not go and do 1 hour break instead of 5 minutes. And so in a generation like this where a lot of people's attention spans have kind of reduced, I feel like Pomodoro is not really helping. It doesn't work because most times people don't really obey the whole break thing. So what I feel is a better alternative to Pomodoro is actually the 3-minute rule that Tanko talked about. If you don't feel like doing something, you just start it and then you do it for 3 minutes. You now after you've done the 3 minutes, you actually feel like continuing the work a whole lot more. Because I like that films always talks about, which is start a work, and then once you are sure that, okay, I'm done with it, then you can take a little break, then move on to the next task. That is a whole lot better than if you now do just 20 minutes of work and then you don't have finished the work or anything. You feel a whole lot more productive after you know that, okay, I'm actually completely done with this task. And that is why I am just a woman that is just against Pomodoro, more biased. And so if you're actually getting value so far and you feel like as if you implement these things in your school and different things like that, they're actually going to help you out, you just actually click the like button, because it helps me to know that the information I'm actually providing in this video is actually valuable, and so I can just use those to check that I'm actually giving my audience the right things that they actually need. So let's get on back with the video. You know what happens next after people finish following Pomodoro technique and they did not now use it well to the point where they were able to actually achieve something useful? So now that they've wasted their time and they now need more time to do more useful things than that, do you know what they do next? They sleep less. I don't know who brought this thing up. People would just be posting oh my god, I slept just 2 hours last night. Bro, you slept just 2 hours. I slept for 30 minutes. It is not something to boast about. I used to be somebody as well that neglected my sleep health and all those kind of things, neglected my circadian rhythm, all that. But watching some calls made me to understand the importance of actually sleeping well. Even Fefe, she talks about this in her morning routine video. Sleeping actually helps you to active and more in tune to the world. And I've seen research that says that when you sleep less, it reduces your ability to respond respond quickly to different kind of things. When you sleep less, you actually tend to respond like a few seconds later than you would actually respond, which sometimes late responses to things can actually cause a whole lot of issues. Finding a sleep schedule which can work around that can help you to achieve the things that you need to do is actually the best thing that you can do for yourself. But even when you have actually slept well and then you're like giving yourself enough time to rest, that you have enough energy to actually do the things that you're actually meant to do, that can actually kill your ability to do a lot and be more productive, is actually multitasking. This is something that I know that is highly promoted in the study space, and I could hardly agree less. In the book I was reading recently, which is the 5 a.m. Club, Sophie Levering, I don't know how to pronounce it, business professor in University of Maritona, says that people are far less productive when they are constantly interrupting themselves by shifting from one task to another throughout the day, and so therefore work on one high value task at a time instead of relentlessly multitasking. So jumping from one task to another, it actually doesn't help you to actually be more productive or anything. But actually, when you focus your attention on one task, you finish it, focus your attention on the next task, you finish it, you actually most times end up doing a whole lot more than what you actually intended on doing, because you are more focused. Your energy is going in one direction, you're hitting your bar, you're hitting your targets. But multitasking just scatters your attention everywhere, and if you're everywhere, in the end you're actually nowhere. And so that leads me to the number one thing on this list. This one has sincerely ruined a lot of lives unnecessarily, and if a lot of people knew it, they would sincerely not even engage in it, which is figuring it out after graduation. Who told you that after graduation you will have time? After graduation, people are already rushing you, they're already telling you that you should better go and get a job and find work to do. Where is the time to actually figure it out after graduation? Bishop always says one quote, which is, if you live your life to chance, you will not have any chance, or something like that. But living your life to no chances gives you the opportunity to not have a chance at all, because it's not as if I'm telling you that you must figure out all the details, because at least having some substantial idea what you actually want to achieve at the end of the day is actually going to help you to stay on track, and so at least you get to the right destination. But as it says in the word of God, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivered them from all. So that at least you know that even if things don't go as well, the Lord is going to deliver you from all those things, and things are going to go at least to some extent towards the goal that you like. One quote I always said to myself when I was very little, which is, shoot for the moon, even if you don't get there, you will land the most stars. So at least if you have a target point, even if you don't hit it exactly, even if you cannot figure out exactly what you want after graduation, I want you to ask yourself this one question. At the end of my 5 or 4 years at university, after my graduation at university, what are the kind of things I would have liked to have achieved? The last one actually is, which is following everybody else's goals. One good goal that everybody most times when they enter university is, okay, I want to enter first class and all that. But the thing is that everybody's way of trying to achieve it is not going to be the same. And so you cannot just follow everybody. Some people, they don't even want first class. And so you cannot just follow what everybody else is trying to, because everybody's goals and everybody's aspirations are actually different. That's why Plato always says, know yourself. If at the end of this university journey I've achieved this, I'm going to be sincerely satisfied with myself. Figure out what actually means a lot to you personally, and not just because everybody says I want to do this, I want to do that, and not just follow everybody. It doesn't actually make a whole lot of sense. And so I think we've actually come to the end of this video. If you actually enjoyed it, be sure to like, and if you actually vibe with this kind of content, be sure to actually as well subscribe. And every Friday by 6 p.m. we keep posting content like this to inspire other students to give life their best. And if you're a student looking for how to maximize their university experience, you don't want to make any mistakes along the way that can cost you a lot, I'm going to be leaving the link to this video by this side. It's going to be telling you all the different mistakes that I made in the journey to becoming that student, so that you can maximize your university experience and achieve the best results that you want to do. And so with that, I just want to say that I am wishing you the best that life has to offer. I'll see you guys another day on this channel.